A lot of classical furniture designs call for, nice slight curves in table aprons, in all sorts of situations. I know John integrates it into a lot of his designs, and it can be hard to get that perfect. So we're going to use a thin piece here, and we're going to use this as a guide for a router. So there's a couple ways that you can figure out your curve. You can use a drawing bow. If you don't know what a drawing bow is, it's essentially a flexible piece, and it has this strap here. So I can tighten this strap and achieve different radii. So that's a handy way. You have a center mark there so you can, get things lined up. Or you could just mark it out, which is how I typically do it. So let's see, this board is 25 and 7/16. We'll call that 12 1/4 light. Sorry, I'm reading this upside down. 12 1/4 light. There's the center of our board, and we can square a line up. Let's say we want to come up 1.5 inches on our curve. Let's say 1 1/4 inches. So this is going to be the apex of the curve, and then we're going to come down to nothing on the ends. You could also do this, like I said, with the drawing bow. You just adjust it until you get it in the right spot. We're going to actually attach this piece of MDF to the workpiece. We're going to use a little bit of CA glue and some hot glue. So we'll start here in the center, put a little dab of glue, put some activator on the MDF, and we'll stick that down. So we're just getting sort of that anchor point. But you see how well that's holding. So now we can hold this to the corner. And you want to avoid as much glue on this side as you can. So here, let me turn this a little bit. So we're going to hold that there, take our glue, put a dab back here, hit it with the activator. You want to hold it for a second. We can come in with some hot glue. Come to our other side. Same thing. Hold this out to the corner. Put a little CA glue. Activator. Now we can reinforce the back with a couple dabs of hot glue, so we don't have a ton to clean up after the fact. And you could always do this to make a pattern. You don't have to do it on the actual finished piece. You could use a piece of 1/4 inch material and make a pattern that you use over multiple parts. We let our hot glue dry, and we're over at the bandsaw. And now we're going to cut this waste out. But first I'm going to trim these. I'm going to stay 1/16, 1/8 inch away from this MDF. But I'm going to trim these off, leaving a little bit so I have a lead in, just because they're a little bit long. So. We're finished up at the bandsaw. We have our piece here. Like I said, I left about 1/8 inch. You never want to be removing more than half the diameter of your router bit. That's a good rule of thumb. So we have a 1/4 inch router bit here. This is a 1/4 inch spiral down cut from our friends at Bits and Bits. We have bottom bearing here. So we're going to flip this piece over. And we're going to be able to reference our piece. So let me adjust my bit here. So our bearing will reference on the piece of 1/4 inch, and we'll get a nice clean cut. So let me clamp this down, and we can trim it. We're all flush trimmed up. Didn't get the best results here. You know, I wasn't clamped very well. I'm using a small router bit, and we're trimming a full inch of walnut. So things to consider, maybe use a larger diameter bit, bigger router, or just make a template. So trim just a 1/4 inch of material, MDF, something easy to trim, and then use that as a template on your final material. But some better work holding would have yielded some better results. I tipped the router a couple times here. So now we can remove our template, and we'll clean up the face of the material. Let's knock this off. So if this is MDF, odds are you're probably going to destroy it when you knock it off. So you can see it's held on there really well. On the short video of this, a lot of folks were concerned about this thing coming off, but you can see it's not easy to get off. We'll use a chisel here to get some of this material off. All right. We'll give it a little sand. We have the 5-inch ray sander from Surf Prep here. All right, there you have it. Nice, even, fair curve. See, we were able to clean up, you know, all that bad routing by me very quickly. A couple little spots, but we only worked on that for a couple seconds there. You can see it's a nice curve, nice and even, and it was really easy. So you have curves in your next project, or you've downloaded a set of John's plans. I know there's a lot of curves just like this in his furniture. Now you have an easy way to do it. So hopefully that helped. Hopefully it was a good tip. If you have a better way to do it, let us know down below in the comments, and we'll talk to you next week.